Hello, welcome back. Today we're talking about the reality of running yourself as a business and being the product of your business, because that is what we're all doing as solo artists, as opera singers. We are running ourselves as a business. So there is a huge temporal and mental and often financial cost to being the CEO, CFO, CSO, and the talent of your own business, of yourself. And yeah, running yourself as a small business leaves an enormous, essentially means you have a huge amount of stuff to do all the time. There are some singers who manage to make enough money to warrant having a team around them, or at least one support person around them. I mean, ideally, we would have a chairman or a chairperson of a board, like a CEO who was different, a chief social officer, chief financial officer, and we would just be the talent. We'd just turn up, do our makeup, do our hair, put on our dress, and go and sing. But it's really not possible to do that anymore until you become Renee Fleming, basically. And I'm not saying you won't, you can, but until you get there, there's a lot of work that you yourself would have to do. And there's a huge amount of learning on the go that you have to do as well. I would say that I have two non-negotiables. I've been happy to learn a huge amount of stuff by myself, and that's extremely enriching. But the two non-negotiables I have is, the first one, really important, is an accountant. If you have a good accountant, hold on to them for dear life, because when you're working in multiple countries, you typically have to put in a tax return for every single country, and that's an enormous administrative headache. And so you need to have someone on your team who is going to deal with that for you and it's not going to phase them. I've gone through a myriad of accountants. A lot of them are quite good at what they do. Some of them are very good at what they do. One or two of them have dropped off the face of the earth, which was really stressful. It happens, unfortunately. But yes, you have to have a really good accountant up your sleeve, because you're probably used to doing tax in your home country, which is great. But if you're working in Germany and France and Belgium and Norway and Denmark, you're going to have a lot of tax headache stuff to deal with. So ask around, and it is a big expense, but it is deductible for the financial year following that. So I would say it's a really, really good expense. And usually a really good accountant can help you to save money and help you get money back. So that's the first non-negotiable that I would say in terms of running yourself as a business. You have to have a good accountant. The second non-negotiable is getting a good agent. So I don't mean the sort of agent that says, oh yeah, I need a retainer of this many €100 a month so that I can find auditions. That's bullshit. If you'll excuse my language, sorry, I'm Australian, we like to swear. You need an agent who's going to send you out to lots of auditions, and then they take their 10% or 15% cut, depending on which country you're in, their cut of your contract fee, but also they'll argue for a higher fee for you so that you're not losing too much money in the process. So you need a really good agent, someone who cares about you and wants to help you do the roles you want to do, is not going to push you into stuff that you're not ready for, is too heavy for you or too light for you or just not right for you. And also, basically, a good agent is the key to getting good solo auditions, because all of the houses, as I've mentioned in other videos, opera houses tend to use agents as a built-in filter system. So if you've got a good agent who's happy to say, yes, I want to send this baritone out for you to consider for the Count in the Marriage of Figaro, then they're going to do that. They're not going to take the 365 million applications that they get randomly from unknown entities, unknown singers in the world. So an accountant and a really good agent, two non-negotiables. And otherwise, keep learning, keep up with it, and support each other. It's really important. And don't forget to go practice. See you in the next one.